स्क्रीन शेयर कर लीजिए। समीर बताएं इनको कैसे करनी है।
Yes, sir. First, I think you have shared. First, open the PPT. Then you can see the share screen button in the Zoom app. So
या
then first open the PPT. Then click on the share screen button. Then we will be able to see.
अनम्यूट कीजिए अपने आप को डॉक्टर खोखर, अनम्यूट कीजिए। आप नीचे देखेंगे सबसे नीचे म्यूट का बटन है, उसको तो आप अनम्यूट कर दीजिए। हाँ जी, नहीं ये तो ठीक था आपका। नीचे सबसे नीचे जाएंगे आप,
It's here at the top.
म्यूट का बटन।
I've unmuted myself, I think now.
हाँ ओके ओके। जी
I think it's paused.
दोबारा कर लीजिए, कोई बात नहीं। हाँ इधर इधर क्लिक कर दीजिए, डबल क्लिक कर दीजिए। हाँ जी
There is a problem with the icon. This is not disappearing. No, it's still not.
ठीक है, चल रहा है।
But I can't see it actually. There's something else which is on my screen here. Anyways, I'd like to start now. Good evening to all the jury members. This is Dr. Anita Kokar. I'm a professor here with the Department of Community Medicine at Vardhaman Mahavir Medical College, New Delhi. And I would like to make a small little presentation on my own very initiative, which is Know Your Breast, Save Yourself. Now, what is this initiative all about and how was it started is I would like to give a prelude to the whole thing. It was in the year 2003 when I joined as a faculty member here, that in the month of March, we were, the two of us, me and one of my colleagues, we were thinking that, there are too many patients coming to our government hospital and we should do something so that we can stop normal people from converting themselves into becoming patients. What can we do so that we have fewer number of patients coming to the hospital and people can stay healthy for longer? So we started to think about, yes, we should do something about this problem. We wanted to talk about a particular topic which was not often talked about, which was cancers. It's not very easy talking about that particular disease. We wanted to talk to a particular group of women, to a particular group of the population who are not very easily accessible. That is the women from the general population. And so we thought of talking about something regarding health of women. And then we were reading the news articles and we came across that the number of cases of breast cancer were on the rise. So we thought of talking about breast cancer to the general population of the community. So that is how it all started. What exactly about the breast cancer and why? I would like to draw the attention of the jury members to this, that breast cancer is the commonest cancer amongst women right now in our country. And by the year 2025, what ICMR has estimated is that it is going to be the single most common form of cancer, both the genders put together, men and women. It is going to be the breast cancer, which is going to be the most common form of cancer. And in our country, what we see is roughly in a year, about 1.5 lakh new cases are getting reported, out of which about 80,000 of the women don't even survive. That is half of them. The reason being that majority of them present to a doctor once they're already in stage 3 or 4, which is fairly advanced form of the disease. So if 70 to 80% of the patients, they reach the hospital once the disease is in stage 3 and 4, obviously the treatment outcomes are not very favorable to the woman. So this is exactly what we wanted to talk about. And over here, there was another emotion attached to the whole thing was, to the whole campaign was, it is the lady who's the center of the house most of the time. If she falls ill, everybody else around her is affected. It's children who can't go to the school, it's the husband who has to run around to get family support from somewhere to keep the daily course going on. So it is the lady whose health has been neglected and that needs to be focused upon. So this is how we started to think about breast cancer and started talking about it. So the battle plan was prepared. We collected all types of literature available on this particular topic from all across the world. The idea was to empower women so that they can do something and they can detect the breast lump at the earliest. So we wanted to talk about breast self-examination as a standardized technique and not as any random method of doing examination. So we looked at all the literature which was available in the other countries where the breast cancer screening is definitely advanced. We looked at all the videos which were available. We got the copies of those, and then what we realized, looking at the literature in India, that we did not have enough material with Indian faces with which our people could relate. So we sat down to make a national level document on breast self-examination. So after I compiled that document, I shared it with all the regional cancer centers, the directors, to get their comments so that we were all on the same page and that there was no ambiguity. So that was done. We also prepared a script in both Hindi and English. It's available on YouTube right now, and it has over 2 lakh hits. This was again made to disseminate the information. Then we also prepared a video in the DVD format, which I usually distribute at the end of workshops, the training workshops that I do for women. We managed to do PowerPoint presentations on our own in Hindi, English, and Uriya language. For the first time, we got to make the sketches of Indian faces doing breast self-examination, which were not available. So the special artists I got in touch with, and I sat with them to make sure that the sketches were technically correct. I managed to also get a few mannequins and torsos to do a demonstration of the technique to the women. Then I thought probably that much wasn't enough. We needed to train our doctors also in doing a standardized clinical breast examination. So I got a training certificate from Mama Care Florida, and I become a breast examination specialist. And now, besides carrying out training programs for women from all walks of life, I am also doing training of the healthcare professionals now in the technique of doing a sound clinical breast examination. So, and the training which I do now, I have these silicone breast models with me, which are state-of-the-art breast models, simulation models for the purpose of teaching the technique of the breast self-examination as well as clinical breast examination. So efforts, they have been covered widely in various magazines and national dailies and other things. And we are also in touch with those women once we conduct a particular training program for them, in which I'll just run you through what exactly we do in a particular program is. I talk to them. We have a ice-breaking session, then there is a video on breast self-examination. There's a video on what is a mammography and what are the high-risk factors, and we have a reminder system also. We have a questionnaire in which the women they fill in their details, and we send them emails, or we send them SMS messages which is a reminder system for them to do their breast self-examination once in a month. The technique by which I teach them a breast self-examination, a lady can herself pick up a lump as small as 2 centimeters, which is about stage 1 of the disease, because right now they're coming in stage 3 and 4. So if they perfect this particular skill, which I talk to them about, they can pick up a lump as small as 2 centimeters. And so this is what till now I've done about 260 training workshops all by myself, covering more than 40,000 women. That is in my spare time I do it. And we've recorded quite a few breast cancer survivor interviews also to share with others when we are holding these kind of workshops. And it is very important at the end of the workshop, a lady does a back demonstration of the technique which has been taught to her on the mannequin with the help of video. It's re-emphasized. So we ask a couple of volunteers to come and do the back demonstrations on the mannequins and explain the whole thing to the audience. So we know that they have learned. I've done a lot of clinical breast examination training programs for the doctors also now, the general physicians, and even a few specialists. And ASHA workers, Anganwadi workers, are frontline workers who are there, the healthcare professionals. I'm doing it for them also. And they are using it in a big way. And several abnormal lumps have been detected. Many women have been treated. Many lives have been saved. And I got the opportunity to present the scenario of breast cancer in India at a conference on World Breast Oncology at Shanghai. That was in 2015. And I'm invited to various academic forums to talk about my work and to teach them the skill of doing breast self-examination. There's a Facebook group known as Know Your Breast, Save Yourself, which has about 2,000 participants, on which we have a frequent where we have frequent interactions and the question and answers. A lot of queries are answered, and the latest information which is available is shared. I have a few books in my name. One is the breast cancer, the way to detection, protection, and prevention. This is again for the general population. This is the one with the feedback from a lot of oncologists and directors of the RCC. Then the true stories of women survivors, breast cancer survivors, are compiled in this book, Beyond True Stories. And then there's another book on health issues of women more than 40. And this is a group on the Facebook. I have a snapshot of that. This is the link on the YouTube where we have a video which has more than 2 lakh views. This is a kind of handout material which we have, that's the handout which we have prepared in Hindi and English, which we give to women at the end of the program. These are some of the pictures. I was lucky enough to receive the award for excellence in healthcare in the year 2018 and by MSME. And then I got another, I was lucky to get another award for this particular project, Know Your Breast, Save Yourself, by a function organized by ASSOCHAM and Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and Ayush. And here are some of the pictures of the various programs which have been done for women from all across the life, whether they are rural women, whether they are in the urban slums, whether they are in RWAs or police women, or women working in offices and doctors and ANMs, all types of programs. Programs have been organized for all of them. Here we have these silicon models on which the MD students of one of the medical colleges are learning the skill with me. So here are some of those pictures. Now the uniqueness and scalability of this particular one, it has been a self-funded initiative ever since 2003 till now. And there has been no financial support from anywhere. And it has, the scope it has in future is immense, because we are looking at breast cancer as the topmost form of cancer in our country. And whatever work we are doing, that needs to be, we picked it up from all the best sources and we've tailor-made it to our population, the needs of our population. Now that needs to be changed into local vernaculars. And because in India, what happens is every few kilometers, the language changes. That needs to be translated into those local languages. And this campaign actually needs to go at the pan-India level now. And India, another thing about when we're talking about breast in our country, what we have to remember is that the social cultural milieu of our country is such that women do not like to go to when we tell them go to a doctor and get examined, they do not like to go to a doctor, and they don't even know who to go to. They feel it is the lady doctor they're supposed to go to, and that happens to be a gynecologist most of the time. Whereas breast is a part which falls under the category or under the domain of, let's say, a surgeon, and 98% of the surgeons in our country are males, whereas gynecologists, majority, 90% of them are women. So this is one part of the body where women don't like to go to surgeons because they are all men, and it does not actually fall into the domain of gynecologists. So here is that mismatch why women do not like to go, and I'm trying to sensitize various groups of gynecologists also to sort of include it in their routine examination. And when a lady goes for any other health problem to a hospital, it is not by default that a screening would be done for breast. Unless, because like I said, most of the doctors, the surgeons are males here. So again, the sensitization that opportunity should not be missed, and the examination should be done. Along with that, obviously that is not going to be enough. Along with that, what is required is that ladies empower themselves. They should get the hang of this technique. They should try and find the disease at the earliest and go to the doctor at the earliest, so that we can downstage the breast cancer from stage 3 to 4 to clearly we can get it down to stage 1. The lady can do it by herself. Thank you very much. That's all.
Very good, Dr. Anita. Congratulations and my applaud to you, because training 40,000 women and more than 250 workshops is not a small number. Number two, as you told, that this has been done only through your own funding. There's no funding is coming. Is remarkable. I know that you would have saved many lives. Even one life is saved is more than anything, you know. So kudos to you. And I would suggest that in case there are so many pharmaceutical companies that have been spending a lot of money on the CSR, they should come forward, because what happens that publications, book publication, or even recording on the YouTube and spreading it on the social media really costs many times. So in case they can come forward and help you in taking forward this cause is remarkable. And really, I'm telling you that I'm overwhelmed with this sort of initiative. Dr. Anita, kindly keep it up and save as many lives as you can do as a doctor. That is that you have been doing so, but still, I mean, preventive care, you know, is the best one, where that anybody can be saved from undergoing the torture of that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Bhushan sir, unmute yourself, sir.
And this is an excellent forum. I think Scott can definitely contribute in this to popularize and bring out this particular thing in whatever small way it is. I again say it's a really a tremendous effort by doctor on this particular area. I think, as you said, even a single life is saved. I think that's far, far, far more than what it is there.
Good, sir.
Dr. Anita, your work is excellent, and since you have mentioned that it can be replicated in very fast, why don't you approach to health secretaries of the states? Have you ever met them?
Nobody is interested.
No.
They are busy with their own things.
It's been more than 15 years in this field, and I've approached a lot of people from a lot of different backgrounds.
Then at least try to get an appointment from CEO Niti Aayog, Mr. Amitabh Kant, and definitely because he likes to do this type of activities and this type of projects, and he tries to promote it.
In fact, I had a session at Niti Aayog also 3 years back. There was a full-fledged session which I had at Niti Aayog.
Okay, so you
I did the training there for the women employees. I did the training there also.
Okay, but the type of work is it actually it needs to be replicated to the states.
Absolutely.
So Niti Aayog is one of the forum, or because it's work under Prime Minister. So if the idea clicks, it will click to CEO. Then definitely he will send message to all health secretaries.
Sure.
So you
Well,
please.
Sure, sure. I'll be there.
Sur, sir, you had been in the government, you know, understand government well. She is also a government doctor, okay? She has to work throughout the day into the hospital, and
Right, sir.
after that on her chutti or the weekend, so taking chutti, she has to train the people, and
Sir.
and then a protocol, you know, the hierarchy into the government that you have to go through your bosses to take
Sir.
appointment. How can you meet Amitabh Kant? So many things are easier said than done. But remarkable, Dr. Anita, I must say that you are doing the tremendous job. In case you keep doing that sort of pace, you know, you can really make a difference. What Sursar has told, I'm not saying that you should not be going through that channel, but just I'm telling that these would be the hiccups, you know, going through the proper channels and all.
There have been a lot of hiccups. I've faced quite a few hiccups. You've stated quite a few of them already because we are all from the same setup. But this
Right.
40,000 is not even a drop in this vast population of our country.
But ma'am, don't underestimate your power. You've really done the remarkable job, I must say. Because
Thank you so much.
40,000 is not a small number, you know. 40,000 trainer means that at least you have checked them, they have checked themselves, they would have at least saved 10 lives, 20 lives, you know. This is fantastic, I'm telling you. So don't underestimate that is only that drop in the sea, you know, but it's a big thing. Keep it up. Thank you.
Naz,
Thank you, sir.
your work is excellent, and I'm sure you will get the waste. You will
Yeah,
get the waste.
surely.
Thank you so much.
Samir, over to you. You can invite Mr. Rai now.
Uh, Mr. Rai presentation will be after this one.
अच्छा, ठीक
First,
है.
our
Murugesan,
yeah,
sir.